It's got to plant a bunch of seeds. I have no idea. I have no opinion about which ones are.
How do you keep track of all these seeds? Like, do you follow up on a regular basis? You just plant them? How does that work for you?
No, well, we do not as good of a job as we otherwise could probably, but we've got some basic CRM tools and things like that. So whenever I'm sending an email, that gets logged to HubSpot, and all right, well, I can at least see that I dropped the ball following up with them, but but it's not necessarily urgent to go and take care of some of these things immediately. At least if we can get on people's radar, then we're not an impulse purchase. We're one of those things where, like I said, we plant seeds today, and then a year from now, then they're thinking about this process. Like they're going to do some kind of capex initiative, or they're going to do some initiative that we can factor into, or we can play a role with upgrading their lab, or upgrading their analytics, or upgrading whatever that problem area for them might be.
Is there any type of networking that you do?
We've gone to a bunch of trade shows and things like that, so that's a good.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's a good way for us to at least get the word out, and shake hands with a bunch of folks who either I think they're our target customer and then they're not, or I wasn't sure about, and now we learned.
So there's like some kind of battery trade show out there somewhere?
There's a bunch of battery things.
Okay.
It's the good and the bad thing about what we're doing is batteries go into all different kinds of things. So I've been learning about all these different industries, electric aviation, or materials handling, forklifts, that kind of thing, micromobility, stationary storage, automotive, all kinds of things got batteries in them. That's where we've been historically struggling, but then starting to dial in more on, okay, these are the exact type of people we can help. Let's focus in on this core subset here, and then land and expand from there as we develop.
And you're running this by yourself, right? You're the only founder?
Yes.
So you hear these like experts. You need 3 founders. You need this, that, and a lot of times they say if you're founded by yourself, there's no way you're getting funding, right? Why did you decide like to just do it by yourself, so to speak?
Yeah, man. I guess another interesting story there. We went to incorporate the company. I've had a little bit of. This is where we have had other co-founders who are no longer at the company. No harm, no foul, anything like that. But that's where I was saying, okay, let's go and row the boat this direction. We get to one of these pivot points, and it's like, okay, things are not going as well as we hoped we were. So, if they've got a better opportunity, then they got to go do something else. More power to them. That's understandable. But we've had have had co-founders in the past who are no longer at the company. But it is one of those things where still had rounds in the chamber. So let's just keep on trucking and see what we can do with going from here's the original plan. That plan is kaput. We got to go try this other thing. Some people don't want to go down this other path. That's fine. But this is the new initiative we're pursuing.
Do you think you ever bring on a co-founder in the future? Or you're like on your own for now? Like someone came in like, man, you tell the root of passionate, they really love what you're doing. Like, man, I want to be a co-founder and actually offer you a good deal for equity and stuff. Like, they don't want to cap the company. They want to make 10, 50%, and they can actually add value. Would you actually take them on as a co-founder? Like, okay, that's I've done that in the past. That's no more.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm open to it if it's the right fit. That's again one of those things where let's see if we can't scope out. Okay, if you can accomplish X, Y, Z, then these are the things we need. Then if you can deliver, then happy to compensate you for delivering on some promise you can make.
So let's suppose to back to hiring. Like suppose like someone's listening to this and like they're like really geeked out about batteries, right? For whatever reason, right? They love batteries and they want to like work for your team. What would they have to do? So they reach out to you on LinkedIn. Like what do they need to do? Yeah,
I guess a combination. One is I don't have any openings right now. Happy to talk if there's a fit. If they just want to get on my radar, I guess that's fine. Don't have any openings right now, but yeah, we just reach out to me on LinkedIn, find my email, go to our website, that kind of thing. It's one of those things where I do get a decent amount of inbound people asking for stuff, like if there's any available openings. Unfortunately not right now, but happy to get on my radar if people are interested.
And who do you have anyone you consider as like your mentor or mentors?
I've got a little bit of a revolving roster, I suppose. Yeah, different people kind of come in and out depending on what the stage of the company's at. I've actually talked to Kevin Goldsmith a couple times, so in the Seattle area.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the specific thing that we're worried about. So, yeah, different things with sales or marketing or I wouldn't necessarily say full-on professional holistic life mentors per se, but yeah, I'm happy to get input from different people from different walks of life if they have some result I'm interested in getting. Well, happy to talk to different folks on commercialization or technology or those types of aspects.
So the second part of the question, I mean the more important part, are you mentoring anyone right now?
I would say not yet. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I would say not yet.
Okay. So what's a skill you don't have that you want to learn?
I mean, I guess getting better at the sales and marketing piece is one of the main bottlenecks for us right now. So that's been an area of interest for me. Yeah, I'd say we're not great yet. We're getting better, but yeah, slowly but surely getting the pieces put together there.
Have you checked out the UW sales program they have?
I have not.
So I took about this year. It's so it's a certificate underneath the business school, and they like have all the students in the sales program. It's like a semester course. They all have to get internships between I think October and it's especially not for like the spring semester. They start early October. It's like I have like 100 students who can pick it up. I had one recently. It was a pretty good experience.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Cool. So what's your future goals for yourself?
For me personally,
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard for me to, me and the company are pretty well intertwined to a certain extent. So, the main goal right now is let's see if we can't get to profitability. So then if we're profitable and we don't need to raise money or anything, we can have it as an option, but not like a need it to not die type situation. So, yeah, just be a productive member of society. If I can make the forklift batteries work, then then I have done my small part to make the world a better place. If we can make the forklift batteries work, then we can probably land and expand to other types of things from there.
And do you have like some kind of factory work out of, like a office, home office, things remotely? How's that work?
We've got some space at WeWork. We've got some space at Commotion.
Okay.
We're mostly, like I said, I do Zoom calls and emails for my job, so I mostly work from home. But yeah, we've got folks who are here in Seattle. We've got people all over the place, so we're a distributed team. Most of the work just gets done. My work gets done from my apartment more or less.
So let's suppose we'll go back to the truck company. Suppose the truck company is headquartered in Nashville, Tennessee. Do you actually have to go to Nashville, Tennessee to do all this kind of stuff? How's that work?
Not necessarily. It helps to go fly out there and shake hands and meet people face to face for some of the sales type stuff. So that's definitely good. We don't need to. Yeah, it depends on what infrastructure they've got available. So we don't necessarily have hardware that we retrofit onto the systems. It's mostly how can we tap into an existing telematic system to get the data we need. So it's mostly us working, our IT folks working with their IT folks to get all the digital wires hooked up, if you will, to get the data we need for algorithms to do their thing. So
like I think in 1960 JFK said we're going to go to the moon for the decade. So we went to the moon 8 years. But as far as space stuff, we haven't really done any improvements since then, right? Mm-hmm. Is batteries the same way? Has battery technology really improved like it should have improved, or has it been kind of stagnated? I mean, yeah, it's actually been from a layperson's perspective, maybe it doesn't look like it's like a whole lot is happening, but behind the scenes, a lot of interesting things have been going on. There isn't a what's the thing I'm trying to think of? There's not a Moore's law for batteries. They're not going to get twice as good year over year. It's more like we get a 8% improvement in performance year over year. So, but at the same time, the main thing where it's been coming down is cost per kilowatt hour. So I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but
something like an 80%, 80 or 90% decrease in price versus even when I started my PhD to now.